All right, training camp has started and the LA Chargers season is underway. And if you're new to the channel, we cover the LA Chargers, nothing but the LA Chargers on this channel. Give you an unbiased look into your team as we are Detroit Lions fans, but we like the team way out west and we love talking about them. So Jim Harbaugh, one of the things when he was at Michigan that he was so good at, especially at the end, was just building up players. I think he really believes in, and he's right, the confidence of a player. Confidence, confidence, confidence. So he has nothing but great things to say about Quentin Johnston. Just raving about the guy. And it's like, okay, I mean, I guess, right? So Jim Harbaugh said he's got a bad rap. It seemed like he was a disappointment in some people's minds. He hasn't been at all in my eyes. So Jim Harbaugh saying Quentin Johnston, a disappointment last year, didn't even have that many drops, just had a couple in a big key moments to win games, and that's what sticks in your mind. Also couldn't separate. Also, it's a it's just the coaching staff, everything was bad last year. So it's like you got to believe that with Jim Harbaugh and him loving what Quentin Johnston's doing, building him up, building his confidence, he's going to just be better. Herbert praised Johnston, highlighting his great attitude, effort, and positive presence. He's a great guy to be around. And he's noting that team expects big things from him. Let's go. He's going to be a problem for people. I've been nothing but happy with Q. So he's talking about his combination of speed, strength, size, and ability. Jim Harbaugh. The coaches are loving this guy because he was given a bad rap because he was on a bad team with a bad coach. And it's like, but now look what he has. A really good coach, good offensive line, and oh yeah, he still has a really good quarterback. So like, let's go. So we've been talking about it. We feel like Johnson's going to be there. Joshua Palmer's going to be there. Lad McConkey and DJ Chark. Then outside of that, like there's going to be some changes, but that I don't hate that wide receiver group, especially if Quentin Johnston can play. In other news, you looked at Justin Herbert. Oh man, he is just, and I saw this somewhere else. Let me look right here. I think it was right here where Justin Herbert has blown away the new regime in Los Angeles. And that's so true. Every quote we've seen from the spring all the way till now, his size, his accuracy, his arm strength, and his mind have been the things that everyone's like, I can't believe it. Jim Harbaugh, the offensive coordinators, like they know they're in good hands. They just have to be feeling so good if they're that coaching staff. We've got a really good quarterback. Look around the league. I mean, it's so hard to find. You have to have one of these great quarterbacks. Otherwise, it's just hard. I mean, Baker Mayfield, I just don't know, right? If he's gonna ever take you places. You look at up in the Raiders, what are they gonna do? The Broncos, what are they gonna do? Both in your division as well, too. So like, let's go. The speed at which he's picked up Greg Roman's offense has reflected a very fast study and a guy that can do everything. Second is athleticism, his ability to run, pull away from other great athletes in the open field. It's been eye-opening, and the staff is loving it. A couple other takeaways from training camp now that it's out there is Jim Harbaugh loved the Raiders game last year where Khalil Mack had 6 sacks. Thule was playing well. The defensive ends really took over. And when they can do that, good things happen. So now this year, you got Khalil Mack, Thule, Dupree, Bosa still, of course. So now get some general good health luck. And now you've got a good defensive ends that can take over games again. So got to be excited about that. Jim Harbaugh's noticing it and I love it. Now, it's a little bit of a running joke in the building how Harbaugh wants his players to do as Derwin James does. And it's funny because Harbaugh in the same way had a veteran core that he inherited in 2011. Justin Smith, Willis, Navarro Bowman, Joe Staley, Frank Gore. He has that here with Mac, Bosa, Perriman, Derwin James, Asante Samuel. He's got a young core of some talent. This is why it's going to work. And a quarterback. Oh, by the way, he has a quarterback. So this is going to be great. Joe Alt is advertised, freakishly tall and fit, looking for 320 pounds, 6'9". The plan is to put him on the right side, opposite of Slater, Bozeman at center, Pipkins. Harbaugh loves his offensive line. So you love your offensive line. You love your quarterback. You love what the wide receivers are going to do. You need your running backs to stay healthy. This offense is going to be just solid. Solid. I love it. If there are two positions on the roster that need to sort themselves out, it'd probably be corner and receiver. So we've already talked about receiver. I think that's going to, we know kind of where that's going to go. As for corner, Asante Samuel Jr. is one side. And then you've got Christian Fulton on the other with Cam Hart and Tareeb still looking for that other side. Now, we've talked about Tareeb still, and he's one guy from the spring that really stood out in OTA's rookie minicamp. All the coaches really liked what he was doing, and they said from the beginning of training camp to the end is he got had the most improvement. So keep an eye on that. I would really like to see. Obviously, there's one, but if nothing else, there's some depth here that seems to be really good. Again, we talked about the wide receivers, and here's a bonus one because you can't come out here and not pass along a couple of Harbaugh stories. The first came at practice when the second one, here we go. After imparting his wide words on the team, Harbaugh pulled up a coaching intern. This is one of the recent former player to recognize his effort in trying to do the team's conditioning test as the players had done the day before. Harbaugh said he'd never seen a coach try that before. This coach, for the record, did not pass what sounded to be a pretty grueling test. Love that. Just calling people up, hanging out, shouting people out. Like Jim Harbaugh builds up confidence in the building. Confidence. I don't know. I'm starting to like pick up watching him start from scratch again with another team. Like, how does he rebuild teams so fast? How does he do it? And I think he builds up your confidence. You want to play hard for him. So then you're going to be more physical and disciplined. His teams are all physical and disciplined. So that must be it. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what he does and how he does it in order to get the best out of his players constantly. I think that might be it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, if you're a Chargers fan, if you've watched all the way to the end of this video, definitely subscribe. If you just found us for the first time, would love if you would subscribe. Going for 10,000 subs here on this channel. Chargers are going to be interesting this year and can't wait to see what they do in the 2024 season, especially because the division seems to be pretty wide open. Again, Chiefs, I get it. Chiefs are in your division, but the other two teams, I don't know. You're going to tell me the Chargers can't beat them a few times? Like there's some wins right there, and then you're off and running. Next thing you know, you're have meaningful games around Thanksgiving, and it's on. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.